Gibbs gas law, which is P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2. Pressure is directly proportional to the temperature, which means as pressure decreases, temperature also does. In this experiment, we're going to take a Coke can, which is filled with water, and put it on the skillet and wait for it to boil. It's steaming. We know it's boiling on the inside, so now we're going to put it in the ice water. P1 equals P2 over T2. P1 was 1 atmosphere because it's at sea level. T1 was 100 degrees Celsius, which is a boiling point of water, so that would be 373 Kelvin. P2 equals the X atmosphere, which we're trying to find. T2 is 0 degrees Celsius, which is freezing, which is 273 Kelvin. So the equation, 1 atmosphere over 373 Kelvin equals X atmosphere over 273 Kelvin. So you would cross multiply and put X atmosphere by itself. So X atmosphere would equal 273 Kelvin times 1 atmosphere all over 373 Kelvin. Your answer would be 0.732 atmosphere. You know this is right because 1 atmosphere is 373, so it has to be less if the temperature is less. Because as temperature decreases, so does pressure.
In this experiment, I will be demonstrating Charles' law, which is V1 over T1 equals V2 over T2. I will begin by measuring the circumference of the balloon, and I have marked a line, so I'll be sure to measure it in the same place afterwards. The circumference is 75 centimeters, and now we'll go put it in the freezer. I'm going to measure the circumference of the balloon after it's been in the freezer for half an hour. And it is 71.5 centimeters. Experiment, I used V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. V1 equals 7,124 cubic centimeters. T1 is 70 degrees Fahrenheit room temperature, which equals 22 degrees Celsius and is 295 degrees Kelvin. V2 is what we're solving for. It's X cubic centimeters. T2 is the temperature of the freezer, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equal to negative 18 degrees Celsius and 255 degrees Kelvin. I plugged in the variables and got this equation, and then I solved for X, which is 7,124 times 255 divided by 295, and X turned out to be 6,158 cubic centimeters, which is also the second volume.